What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another update with Pork Chop, the second to last of this week. I forgot to tell you guys, thank y'all so much for participating in the poll. The poll actually had 16 votes, which usually when it's a even number, like 16 or 20 or 22 or whatever, it seems like that there's always a tie. And that means I got to bring in, the tiebreaker, which is the wife, baby love. So I usually have to do that. But since you guys, the last two votes that I got broke the tie because they both voted daily. So now I'm going to continue to do these daily. I was just wondering, just trying to get the feel the vibe, see what everybody was feeling. And you guys still want me to do this daily, so let's do it. Monday through Saturday, I'll be doing this. And anytime I get off work, if I don't work a specific shift that day, then so be it. But anywho, I just got finished working at Pizza Planet. Got off 30 minutes early, which I'm actually okay with because that was the last shift I had to work the rest of the week. So I get the weekend off, and I'm thankful and I'm happy about that. And in all honesty, I could use a weekend because I'm tired. I'm exhausted working these long hours. Well, actually, they weren't really even long hours this week, but still, working two jobs, man, it's not for the faint of heart. I definitely guarantee that. But I feel less tired. Like I said, it's progressing. So each week that I work the two jobs, the more of a routine I get into, the less tired I am. And right now I'm tired, but I'm not as tired as I would have been, let's say, 2 weeks ago. And I'm very, very fortunate for that, that I can adapt to something like that, as such as a two jobs type of life that I'm living. But yeah, so there goes that. I recorded 3 more Huskies videos today. I told you guys that I wanted to get up to 6, so right now I have 6. 1 is in the queue. I have 5 more that need to be edited, and I will get to those cowboy videos as soon as I can. I'll probably release the first one of those before I release the first Huskies video for the season. Maybe a week or so before the Huskies, so that's pretty much next week. So fingers crossed that I can do that. And the videos are still going to be uploaded for the Huskies, on Tuesdays. So it's still Toronto Tuesdays. So there's your keyword there, is hashtag Toronto Tuesdays. If you guys can do that, that way I know you guys are watching the videos. I greatly appreciate it. So, hashtag Toronto Tuesdays. I actually did have a very interesting conversation with one of my subscribers this morning actually, where they were talking about, I was talking about what pizza would you like, and they said Capicola, and I was like, Capicola, man, that'd be awesome if we had that at Pizza Planet, but we don't. I think he said Capicola and meatballs, and I'm like, oh, that does sound amazing. But we do have meatballs at Pizza Planet. We don't put them on the pizza. We put them in with the spaghettis, but we home make all the meatballs, and they're the best meatballs I've ever had. So maybe one of these days I'll cut it up and put it on a pizza and test it for myself. Maybe put it with like pepperoni and meatball or extra cheese and meatball. Man, I'm getting excited just thinking about it because I'm still a foodie. Down still to about 245. That's my weight. I'm kind of plateauing right now, but that's okay. And yeah, so I think this is the healthiest I've ever been in my entire life, and I'm actually okay with it. So I want to talk about a few other things. Let's go back to talking about Toronto, the Huskies. The Huskies, the videos will be up on Tuesdays, like I said. The Cowboy videos, I don't know. Maybe that'll be my next poll for y'all to discuss. I'll give y'all like 5 days to figure it out, what days y'all want me to do the Cowboy videos. If I haven't already, I'll go look back. But even if I did, I need a refresher. So I'll probably just make a new poll for y'all. But yeah, that'll be question number 1 for y'all, is what day should I release the Cowboys franchise that I did for Madden 20? What day of the week should I release those? Let me know down below. That's question number 1. There you go. But this afternoon, I besides doing the Huskies videos, I actually watched a few To Catch a Predator episodes. Well, it really wasn't episodes, they were just different cases, different guys, but some of them are absolutely ridiculous. There you go, hitting that dip again. Some of them, like the one I watched today, was this guy. Oh God, how do I say this? The pretty much catfishing, the person impersonating a 13-year-old boy told this predator, hey, when you show up to my house, just show up as you are, like no clothes required. So this guy actually walks into the house completely butt-ass naked, and Chris Hansen just stood there, like he's behind the guy, so he just stood there, and I don't know how he kept his composure, man. If I was Chris Hansen, I would start laughing my ass off. But he's like, explain yourself. Like, what are you doing? The guy's like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. And I guess the guy thought Chris Hansen was like the 13-year-old boy's dad. But he's like, I'm not his dad. My name's Chris Hansen, and we're doing a story about, people that talk to teenagers online illegally, whatever. And the guy was like very respectful. He's like, yes, sir. This is my first time, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I'm a bus driver for a school. And then he's like, no, I'm a teacher for a school. And they ran his name and stuff, and it came back as like he no longer works for the school at all. Like he's actually unemployed at the time that he went to the house. But this was before, like, usually, like, Chris Hansen would like give them a shellacking, like, talk to him, like, what are you doing? You're talking to a 12-year-old girl online. You're talking to a 14-year-old girl online. You're talking about, wanting to take her virginity and, this and that, And it, like after he like talks to him, he's like, you're free to go. So they walk out and they're like, oh, thank God, man, this is a life experience. And they get tackled by like a freaking by a team of like police officers and like a SWAT team style. And some of them get tasered. Some of them get just thrown on the ground like they're a piece of trash. It's if you haven't seen To Catch a Predator, man, just YouTube it, To Catch a Predator, and some of the stuff you watch, man, that's ridiculous. But this guy, before they had like the team of police officers that would like throw him on the ground and book him and take him to jail and everything, they just let him go. And then this guy, the very next day, got on the same chat room looking for a 13-year-old boy to do things with, and to teach him how to do things with, and just all that nasty shit. So, hey, it's better than this Friday. This Friday there are no cops at my house, so whoop-dee. But anyway, so he went back online to the same website, and he got catfished again by the Catch a Predator team, and but this time they're like, hey, meet me at McDonald's. So he goes to a McDonald's, and Chris Hansen was like, never in my 20-year career of television have I ever seen something this ridiculous. And like Chris Hansen just starts talking shit. The guy's like, I was just gonna go get something to eat at McDonald's. And Chris Hansen's like, no, jackass, you were gonna meet another 13-year-old boy. Not even like 12 hours after I just talked to you, you're already doing this again. And the guy's like, well, I'm seeing a therapist. And he's like, well, what are you seeing the therapist for? And the guy's like, I had a family member pass away, and I'm not taking it very seriously. And like Chris Hansen was like, that sounds like a terrible excuse. Like, what? Why are you? No, just no, dude. What are you doing? But yeah, that was funny. That was the highlight of my day, besides doing the Husky videos for y'all. And the cowboy videos I really like to get to sometime next week. If my hours continue to be cut, I'd like to do at least 1 or 2 installments when I come home in the afternoons to do the Huskies or to do the Cowboys. Or there's another gaming thing that I think I'm going to do this fall. I got to get a poll going to see what you guys want me to do. But I've already talked about it before, so it's nothing new. But anyway, so question number 2 is, have you ever watched To Catch a Predator? If so, what is the most ridiculous thing that you remember? And if not, then tell me no, and then I encourage you to go look it up on YouTube. So the last thing we're going to talk about before I get out of here is DeAndre Hopkins, now the wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals. When I heard the news that he got traded to Arizona, even I told you, it was like, the Texans did him dirty. Like, how can they do him dirty like that? That is terrible. But Bill O'Brien, who is now the coach and pretty much like the GM, like he runs the front office and makes all the moves and stuff, he traded Hopkins. It was his idea. And now Deshaun Watson doesn't have a number one wide receiver to throw to, unless you want to count Kyle Fuller the fifth as Kyle Fuller. I don't even think that's his name. Fuller. I can't remember his first name. Will Fuller, Kyle Fuller. I can't remember, but he's the fifth one of the family. But he just donated $150,000 to the state of Arizona to fight the COVID-19 virus, and that's fantastic. Apparently, Bill O'Brien had a problem with his character. That's why he traded him. If that's a problem with his character, then people like On to Catch a Predator deserve, Purple Hearts deserve the Nobel Prize. That's just nah. So, donate $150,000. That's your third question. Is, do you think it was a bad idea that Bill O'Brien released or traded DeAndre Hopkins? I think it is, because DeAndre Hopkins is like one of the best wide receivers in the game, and you trade him away for David Johnson, a rundown running back who I don't think has played a full season in like 2 years. That's why Adrian Peterson was a little irrelevant a couple of years ago. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. So I gave you the keywords. I gave you the questions. Y'all have a great rest of the night. You have a badass Saturday. I will be back here again tomorrow at some point to record. And until then, y'all just stay safe, wash your hands, practice social distancing, stay inside, watch these videos, and just prep for them Huskies and them Cowboy videos. So thank y'all so much once again for dropping by, and always remember, my little piglets, Colin Pork Chop loves y'all the mostest. Y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys!